Where's the bitches at? We did that, John.
Yep.
Okay, good.
Got that covered.
I think you're all turned on. Yeah.
Okay, so we're live.
You good?
Yeah.
We're all there.
We got music still?
No, it's done.
We're all there. Shit.
So we're live.
We're live.
Yeah.
You gotta do that better, Johnny. It's not a good fucking segue.
I'm sorry.
I mean, you had the song this time. He did have the song, right, Ryan?
Yeah, no, the
Yeah.
song was there.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he didn't really go like this because a lot of people do the bam.
Well,
You're live,
he's not,
right?
That's
It's professional.
He's not a stage director.
Yeah. Johnny took the very
Trying to
fucking short bus.
engineer, cameraman.
Johnny
sound
came over
man.
here on Access.
all of it at the same time.
Get your fat fucking head out of my way.
YouTube operator.
Why do I have your fat fucking head in my way? Now I don't even see me.
That's
This
true.
isn't the way to start a show.
It's
This is unprofessional.
Off to a great start.
It's unprofessional.
Oh, it is. It is. It's great.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Watch
This
this.
is what
Watch
I put up
unprofessional.
with.
With him, good.
He steals my smoke.
Look at that. That was unprofessional.
How did I find
Oh,
him?
no, he's only.
We're paying him, right? Are we paying
Yeah,
you?
we do.
Maybe,
And I feel
kind
like I'm
of.
getting ripped off.
Oh, wow.
Oh, where are you going now? You can't.
Now, okay, look at him.
You
Yeah,
can't go anywhere.
No, you can't. You walked away. It's made it weird. Hey, guys. Welcome to the I'm Burger podcast. We're live. We're getting used to it. We're dealing with, Johnny's on the work release program, Angie. Yeah.
Oh, really? Gotta
Yeah.
go back to jail after the sun goes down?
This is the thing. He fucks up twice, and I send him back.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't
And
give a shit.
They
man.
put me in the wrong ward. But
I'll be locked up in a second. He'll be locked up in the crazy thing, getting banged.
all my cholo tattoos from
It'll
high
be
school,
horrible. It'll be awful.
they don't do well when they put me in the white power
Wait,
ward.
you have tattoos?
No, they never do.
Yeah. No, all my cholo tattoos.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
I
your
have
cholo
a couple
tattoos.
Mexican tattoos
Yeah.
on my chest.
My cholo tattoos, it says like Baco was here.
Yeah. They don't
Pac-Man
go
was
well.
Fucking here. Little fucking Romeo was here.
Little Romeo.
He wrote that one in cum. It just stuck.
Yeah.
No, so we got Angie Crum here, guys. Now Hollywood comedian.
Yeah, yeah.
She's
just moved here.
out of Las
Ooh.
Vegas.
Yep.
And now, where are you from originally, though?
I'm originally from Arizona, a small town called Pine Top.
Holy
Pine
shit.
Top, Arizona, right?
Pine
Top.
Pine Top.
And that's like one of those places where they went, is that a pine up on top of there? And they go, yep.
Yeah, and they
And
said,
it
"Oh,
is-
wow,
Fucking A. That sounds like a name.
Here.
Where are you going to go? Over to the Pine Top?
Yeah.
But that's sweet. I lived in Mesa for a minute.
Oh, so do you
Yeah.
know where Pine Top is?
I don't.
Do you know where
because we were
Sholo is?
civilized.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Wrong one. That's okay. It didn't
Off to a
spill.
great
Nothing
start.
in there. Nothing in there. That's good shit. No, I don't know where Pine Top is, but now you grew up out there your whole life? Or?
Not my whole life. I lived down by Phoenix until I was 11. Then we moved up there, and it was, just pure hell. until I turned 18 and got the hell out of there.
And you went to Vegas?
Nice.
No, I moved to Montana for a couple years and went to beauty school, froze my ass off. Then I moved back to Arizona for a while. I moved to Hawaii for 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a vacation.
Yeah.
That's not moving. Yeah.
Well, it was,
Sorry.
yeah, turn your damn phone
I'm
off.
checking if we're online.
Yeah, we're
so-
on.
Okay, so
yeah.
we're hearing us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
great.
okay.
That was us. That was
Oh,
us.
fabulous.
That was.
That was
I
my-
blame
my
Johnny
phone.
for that.
I'm just making sure.
I blame you, Johnny. I blame you for that. Can we bring this in a little tighter?
That table actually comes
it-
from World War II.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does. It literally.
the Nazis
yeah,
used it
yeah,
on
it's
the
got
Jews.
Jewish blood on it.
Yeah, I was going to say,
got
was
like
it like
Holocaust
sewing
blood
machines
on
or
it.
something?
There we go. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there, and I can recognize me.
Yeah,
a
that's a little bit better.
I don't know, what did you do
glad I
today?
wore
We're
bright
not as
colors.
close up. We were closer up before, weren't we, Ryan? Am I wrong?
We were a little closer.
We were. We were.
Yeah.
We were
I can't
way
see
more.
sh- I can't see
I
shit,
don't
though,
know. It's
anyways.
me. I'm like, why are we watching TV? You know. So,
It looks like you got cut out there. Now you're coming in.
did you cut out Ryan now?
No, I'm in there. Wait, am I in there?
You got
no,
half
I
of
got-
Yeah, I
Ryan.
did.
I gotta talk like this now. Wait, now I'm
Wait,
gone.
Now he's gone.
Other way. I'm gone. There I
Holy
am. There I
fuck!
am.
I swear to God, I could get my son to come do this.
Your son's president, right?
President of his school got elected.
Aw.
He's going into 8th grade. They had the elections right now because it's the end of the year.
Okay.
He got elected as the 8th grade president.
That's awesome.
So
Very
next year,
cool.
he's going to be president of his school.
Very nice.
Which is amazing because the best I ever got was one year I only got suspended 3 times. And, you know, it's so... Kids are a weird thing. I always say, like, don't be a good person. Because they don't have good kids.
It's true. That's true.
You know, people like me, we got good kids. Because we know, hey, you're not going to fucking be like me. That's like rule number 1. You're not going to be like me. And if you really mean
Yeah.
it, they won't. Yeah, and so I got these amazing kids that are straight A's, all perfect. I look at them sometimes and I'm like, nerd. You
Yeah,
know?
right.
And then I'll beat them up. But that's...
And then I beat 'em up.
Yeah, it's out of habit. I don't even mean it. But, you know, no, I have some of the... I just have amazing... I'm so blessed with my kids. But, yeah.
President.
everybody
That's
gets their
that's
shit,
big
though.
right there. I mean,
Beating them when they do that, like giving them the nerd beatings, makes them tougher.
Oh, I beat them like
It's
Chinese.
better
So
it come from their
beat
father
him
than
when he got
anyone
voted in
else.
as president? Did you beat him
you know
for
what I
that?
did? I hit him because he only won by a few votes.
Oh,
Yeah. And
That's
you know what was
acceptable.
funny?
one for those every
You know what was
few.
funny? When he told me, I go, well, cool. And the first thing I thought was, wow, that'll be really disappointing if you get no votes. You know, because I thought, you know, like no kid goes home and goes, hey, Dad, everyone called me Wiener Boy and poked me in the asshole today. You know, no kid goes home and tells their parents that. They always go, no, school's fine.
Oh, that's
everyone
what I
likes
used to
me."
say to my parents.
That
Wiener boy.
Everybody called me Wiener Boy and poked me in the asshole all day.
But no, you know, I mean, generally, you don't want to go home. It's like no dad comes home and goes, and his kid goes, how was work, Dad? And he goes, well, everyone picks on me, and I'm the nerd
Yeah.
there. They're always like, it was good. I'm the boss. I win everything. I'm a hero.
Yeah.
And it's like, meanwhile, he's like the Andy Gump cleaner. People piss on him when he's not looking,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
And so I told my son, I go, hey, are you sure you want to do this? I go, you know, just because, you know, it's cool. I go, it's better. You know, he goes, no, I'm kind of popular at school. And I go, oh, okay, cool. And I'm thinking, God, I hope he gets some votes. Like, just get some votes,
Right.
you know? Just get one Valentine's Day card, you know,
Oh,
that type
right?
of thing,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
And so, by like a landslide, he just crushes the other people.
Nice.
And it turns out he's like the most popular kid at school.
That's
Well,
awesome.
very cool.
And
yeah.
so now I'm wondering who his dad is. Because they couldn't fucking beat me. He's like, his teachers love him.
Oh, really?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
good. That's good.
Yeah, they go, "We
Straight
hate
A
your
student
dad,
too,
we
right?
don't even know why.
Straight A student.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So weird.
Oh, my daughter's 4.54.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah,
I was an
didn't know that
idiot. I was an
possible.
idiot in school.
I didn't know there was more than a 4.0.
No, you can. You
Yeah.
well, nah. Can you?
Yeah, 4.54 she has. It's the highest GPA you could get.
Yeah,
Really?
they give you extra points for
If you're that
honors,
really.
for
In
honors
AP.
courses and
Yeah, honor and
AP.
AP.
I was
Yeah.
a 2.5 kid
Yeah.
growing up, so
Oh,
say
you
it's changed a lot
bastard. I
since I was a
hated the
kid.
motherfuckers like you that did that.
I tried.
I used to look at you and be like, you son of a boy, you got to make me look bad and fuck up the curve.
I tried. Fuck up the. What were you, Angie?
I don't know. Probably like a B+ average,
All right,
something like that.
I was incorporated.
I really hated school though. I mean, I really didn't. I mean, I just.
but you're smart, but you just didn't want to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just.
I
Didn't
was
wanna be there.
incorporated.
You're incorporated.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, all my report cards said INC. Incomplete.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I-
I was gonna say, isn't that
after,
incomplete?
after I didn't finish 8th grade. And then after that, I would go like a couple weeks here, a month here. When I lived in Arizona, my dad's first thing was, look, we got to register for school because of probation, and I don't need the problems because he was on the run from the FBI and the IRS.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, so he's on the run, and so he's got to put me in school. I go for a couple weeks, and then I don't have to go anymore. And so that was for a moment. Then when he died, I was kind of on my own for a while, and I would go to school if I got in trouble. Then I'd have to go to school for a couple weeks. Then I'd go back to work. Oh. And so, like I was telling someone, I said, I brought home a C one time, and my parents were so fucking proud.
Oh, really?
They were like, put it on the fridge, but but it just, school wasn't for me, which is funny because I'm a teacher.
You're ashing in the beer you're drinking.
Yeah, I know. I'll play that off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the camera
beer's
couldn't see
gone
that,
now.
but you
Well,
pointed
I'm
it
calling you out. I'm calling you out.
That's what I like about Angie.
You should have said anything.
I
That
first met
thing
Angie in
swig and-
Vegas, and we were fucking hammered.
That's what happens there.
Went to a bar. I was blackout drunk, and just the best time. The fuck are you doing? Chuck's out? Oh, hey, Chuck. How you doing, buddy?
I am doing. How are you
This
doing?
is Chuck Cole, one of our callers. See, we used to have
Oh,
call-in.
okay.
We used to have call-in to a phone line. But
Yeah.
since we're not at the studio anymore, we've gone independent.
Okay.
We're kind of rolling off of my phone.
It's,
And
Okay.
It's really
evolving.
limited to Chuck.
It's evolving.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of limited to Chuck right now. 'Cause
Okay.
We're gonna have
Yeah,
a
we're not
phone
gonna
line.
give
Chuck.
we're not gonna give our numbers out.
Hey, Chuck. You say hi to Angie. Chuck's Secret Service type of shit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's a comic as well.
Actually, Angie knows me. We performed together at one of Jack's venues. In
Jack
Vegas.
Slammy.
That's right.
I
Okay,
love
I
Jack
knew your name
Slammy.
sounded
Oh,
familiar.
Slammy.
Slamster. We're going up there July 1st.
Was it Rush Hour?
Yes. that
Yep.
was it.
Yes, I know exactly who you are. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing? How you enjoying California?
I love it. I absolutely love it. It's exactly what I needed.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Because I want to move back to Vegas.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. It's nice, but Jesus Christ, now I'm going to continue to.
I would not move back to Vegas ever.
No, it's too
No.
hot. It's fun to
It's not even that. It's just, once I live somewhere, I tend to not move back, It's time,
Well, you move on.
you move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a
After this-
traveler, though.
After this, I'll go to another city,
And so you have no kids.
No, and I
That's
will
the
never
thing.
have
Yeah.
any kids.
Oh, God. I just wish. You know what? And tell the women out there, you don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to have kids. Seriously, life is so fun without them,
yeah. Oh, God.
I'm almost 37 years
Yeah.
old, and I couldn't imagine my life being any other way. And on top of that, I get to put all my attention on myself.
And people don't get that. Most people.
It just went black.
Most people enjoy having their own time.
Yeah.
Doing their own thing.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the
Well, they're
rare
just-
people who, like me, I love if I had a ton of money, the only thing I would do is spend time with my kids.
Yeah.
I would do nothing but. I have the greatest time in the world. I've taken buses and walked in the rain. I had to walk by a wolf one time just
Wow.
to get to my kids' soccer games, just to make sure I'm there every time. But I love it. Like it's the greatest, most rewarding thing I've ever done in my life for me.
Well, and I've heard that with people, it's
For
like,
me.
and it totally changes your life.
It does.
But if you don't choose to do it, if
Yeah.
you don't 100% want to do it,
Yeah, no.
it sucks a sack of dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is the worst torture in the world having a permanent babysitting gig that doesn't pay shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Not
And
interested.
that's what you've done
Yeah.
if you didn't
Actually,
want to.
no, you have to pay to be able to do it.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's
what?
the whole thing. Chuck's got it right. Yeah.
What did Chuck say?
Chuck was saying it's something you got to pay to have the privilege to do. And like for me, like a lot of people tell their kids, like, look, I brought you into this world. No, I made you come into this world. I will take care of you.
Yeah.
I will provide for you. I will do for you because it was my choice to bring you into this world.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so I don't believe in that bullshit like you owe me. Like Chuck always tells his kids, you owe me, you owe me, He's always like, do-gar me. And,
They do owe me. What the hell? I showed them the white side of life, so
and then your wife shows them the Mexican side.
exactly. So they owe me.
So now they just steal from themselves. It's
and they got to enjoy, stuff like macaroni and cheese and stuff like that, and they're just eat tacos all their damn life.
right, that with tapatio. Hey, let me ask you a question, Chuck.
Yes.
The water shortage. You got to have some insight on that. It's bullshit, right?
I personally think it is because we're dumping so much water into the ocean because of the stupid little delta smelt. You know, if we actually had that big of a water shortage, they would be not dumping that much water into the ocean and wouldn't give a crap about the stupid little delta smelt.
But it just happens to be that the powers that be decided that there will be a water shortage now, and bam.
Well, it's Jerry Brown. You got to remember. You got to remember Jerry Brown's history. If you went around for moonbeams first to run at it.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
He was actually governor.
I remember.
Of California, and his father set up
Yeah, I was 10 years old.
infrastructure for California to be one of the best in the world. And when Moonbeam came into power, his brilliant idea to knock the population down in California was to let the infrastructure go. Look what he's doing again now. He's letting the infrastructure go. He's, now all of a sudden we have a drought and everything like that. I think it's BS.
Well, I'll tell you the truth, man. If I could go back in time, I'd walk right past Hitler and kill Jerry Brown's father. I mean, Jerry Brown.
Jerry Brown's father was great. It was just Jerry.
No, he was. He was actually.
Infertile or something.
Are you talking about when Brown was when he was governor back in the 70s?
Yeah, the father. No, but there was a father.
Yeah,
the father was governor.
Yeah, because Jerry, this is the second
His
time
second
doing
run.
it.
Well, this is the thing, though. He basically got ran out of town.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But his first time around was during the gas rise back
The call in here is horrible. Why do we do it?
70s and everything else like that.
Yeah, it's like it's habit with
for
stuff.
gas.
Well, you know what it is? It's simply like his dad was good. He was a piece of shit. He was a good guy's son. There you go. Back to my point. Good guy, shitty son.
Yeah.
I have good kids
Well, it's
because
just-
I made the conscious, caring, parental choice to be a drug addict kind of piece of shit growing up for my children.
Talk about Jerry Brown?
No, me.
Huh?
Jerry Brown's dad was a good man.
Yeah.
He had a shit kid.
Yeah.
I made that conscious choice to be a shit person to have good kids. I think I'm a better person.
A little loopy-loop right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, you gotta flip it up.
Yeah.
But but this is the thing is Brown. It's a joke that Jerry Brown got reelected so many years later, as though he was going to be any better when he sucked ass the first time.
I know. And everyone's saying he's picking up Schwarzenegger's pieces.
Yeah.
What he fucked up on.
Oh.
Even though Gray Davis has fucked up on that before. They all sucked.
And as far as like Schwarzenegger's pieces, that's what the one fat Latin made.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that was his
it.
piece.
Actually, he did not do a terrible. Was he? John,
Yeah, he was a piece of shit.
He was
Yeah,
a piece of shit.
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, I mean, the California governors have been corrupt since we were
since-
America.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Schwarzenegger made us re-hate Austrians. I mean, I think Schwarzenegger was a.
How did we elect him twice?
How was he 5'8"?
Is
He's
he-
short.
Oh,
Yeah.
Only 5'8".
Yeah, he is. He's
How
short.
are you
No,
guys
he's not
short?
5'8".
Huh.
He's like 6'1".
No, he's not.
No, he's stocky. He's a stocky guy.
He's not
not-
6'1". He's like 5'8".
He's taller than me.
No, he's. I've
I've-
stood next to him. He's
He's
shorter
taller
than
than
me.
seen
me.
him. I
Yeah,
saw him at
he's
the
short.
Starbucks in Glendale.
Yeah, he's short.
Weird. I don't know why he was there.
Yeah, he's like a foot taller than Danny DeVito. They were almost twins. No,
We're almost. Yeah, I saw that fucking movie.
Twins or junior.
Waste of 2
But
hours.
no, it's amazing how we at that time when Davis was governor, even though he really fucked things up, we as a state were like, no, we don't like you. We're going to vote someone else. That's weird.
we kicked
Yeah,
out. Davis.
California's
We-
got the crazy law.
Yeah, where
we've
you
got-
could kick someone out.
Well, yeah, we've got and the proposition law. I mean, it's why weed's legal. We were one of the first states in the 20s to take on like the populist movement.
Right.
And so we created the initiative, the California State Initiative Program, and the recall
it's
program.
mind blowing though. And
But
we
it
elected
is.
Schwarzenegger, which he has no
business.
no
being-
business.
No.
He's worse than Obama, but I'm just saying it's like he has no.
I would have rather seen Kennedy win. I mean, with the hole in his head, skull, dig him out of the ground. I mean, Schwarzenegger to be. You know what it is? We're idiots. Not. Oh, you guys are idiots. We're all idiots. I'm the same fucking idiot.
Yeah.
I'm living the same life. We're all doing bullshit every day.
Yeah.
And we're electing these people. We know they're connected. I mean, it's like going, not to jump in with Hollywood, but, since we all do comedy, it's simply this. We all love the older comics that were famous.
Yeah.
But we don't know that most of them were pieces of shit. We happen to know that the comics that are in our era, or we as comics know, Robin Williams, Mencia, like people like that were pieces of shit that stole jokes and were total scumbags. All these other people, D'Elia, people like that do this shit. They're pieces of garbage. We know that. We know all these people in our era, but we don't know, Dice. Dice was a huge joke thief. I have a video cassette of him, of a bit he stole from Kipadata, word for word.
Wow.
But he stole the nursery rhymes. All of our heroes, so to speak, were basically kind of pieces of shit.
Well, thieves, and also they were abusers, and not beyond from booze and drugs, but also hurting women and children. And
Tony? Who?
Oh, no, we all know Chaplin.
No.
Oh, Chaplin had a huge woman problem. He beat a few women, but he would always date women underage.
See, there you go. But there you go. But we all remember Chaplin. Wonderful. One of the greatest bits I just heard recently, and I hope I didn't talk about it last week because I do that sometimes, was Paul Mooney.
Oh yeah, you talked about.
I
Paul
did.
Mooney. Yeah, you did.
Nah, I'll jump off it. Yeah, it was just a whole. He did a whole bit about Woody Allen being a piece of shit, and if Bill Cosby ever did that, they'd run him out of town. But it turns out Bill Cosby did it, and everyone protected him, and now he's still doing shows.
Yeah.
So no, they wouldn't run him out of town. Skin color doesn't matter. Money does.
Dude, Woody Allen still making movies.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
That's kind of the emphasis on it is, who do you know? How have you gotten in? How tight are you?
The more power you have, it doesn't matter what you do.
And so people like Schwarzenegger get elected. People, you know what it was is, we'll jump off the water thing into the next thing because we're segued into it. Obama's presidency. Mm-hmm. Nobody is dealing with the fact that, hey, are we still really pretending this is a good presidency? Are we still pretending that he is hope?
I think everybody's just, waiting for him to just kind of dwindle out his time and get someone else in there at this point.
I mean, at this point, I have a feeling that black people would rather have Jim Crow as president than Obama, because he has done not one he hasn't done a damn thing for this nation, but he's not done one goddamn thing to help black people in any fucking way. If anyone should have done something, like, if anything, you go into Washington, D.C., you go into South Central, you go into Detroit, you go into these places and you say, no more. None of this is going to go on. We're going to have police everywhere, but they're going to be also watched.
Yeah.
And you're not going to have your rights ever violated, but you're going to have protection. And your neighborhoods are going to be safe. And nobody's cared before, but hey, being the first half-black president, I'm going to care enough to at least fix the poor neighborhoods, and especially the poor black neighborhoods, but he's done nothing.
He's doing a lot of fundraising, though.
We've gotten phones.
Comes to LA a lot.
Yeah, we got free phones with trackers on them.
Free phones. Yeah.
Where they listen to everything. We've gotten, we can all get welfare now. Everyone in the world can live off welfare. It's better than a job.
Where's the money? That's all I want to know.
Yeah, where's the money coming from?
Well, you got to have kids, so.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
but
you got to have kids.
You got to pump up the money. I mean, Social Security's already killed off. Doesn't really matter.
Social Security's dead, but the welfare won't die because we need the socialism. We need we'll take care of you, or almost the communal living, but no participation.
No, yeah, it is
non-participatory.
This is becoming a socialist country right now, and it's already been. It's kind of started in the Bush administration, but it's evolved with the Obama administration, and everyone thinks it's still democratic, and no, not really. No, you don't really have a choice anymore.
There's no democracy. I mean, the fact that they call it a democracy, even to begin with, the fact that we still call our country a democracy, or ever even did. First of all, you can't have a democracy where everyone's vote doesn't count. So we've never had a democracy in this country.
Go to the with Bush or the recount. That's basically. I mean, it's
It's not democratic.
No, and you know what? But
we are a republic.
Almost to the point of we're going to be a dictatorship soon. And, I mean, they're doing stuff right now. The whole thing came out about their whole, the tests they're doing, or the run, and they're going through, and they've already marked all these different states as passive or willing to fight. Like, they'll fall, they'll fight. And they're like, oh, well, we were just doing it as, like, a random. Really? Because you picked Texas and Utah to fight. I think we all know Texas and fucking Utah are going to fight. You picked California to fold. Well, they said that. They said California's a roll-up state. And here's the thing. Yes, because everyone's wearing flip-flops.
You don't know what you want. It's weird because California back in the 80s
Your flip-flops are fine. You're a girl.
was a Republican state.
And I don't-
now
you know,
it's a
but-
Democratic state. It will flip-flop again in 10 years. It will go back to a Republican state. Doesn't matter. As all the other states are really Democratic or Republican.
And they don't matter because they're hanging out together.
Yeah.
They hang out together. They're partying together. They're doing all that shit together. There's no party lines anymore.
There's
the only
not.
party lines are the lines they're doing at their parties.
And,
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, dude.
all they do is do shit to get reelected. That's it.
The what?
All they do is do stuff so they can get reelected. They don't listen to the American people anymore.
No.
No, America's dead.
It's a
Congress doesn't listen to the American people anymore, and then they don't do shit. So you got Obama sitting up there going, "Well, hey, I'll do whatever the hell I want," and he's bypassing Congress.
Well, and I mean, but that's the whole thing. It's not even that. It's all a big smoking fucking mirrors thing, and
Yeah.
they're just playing games with us, and we're fools. And you know, Jesus Christ, Talmo.
We've got another call in.
What? No way.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought
no, that's Talmo's phone
phone.
just fucking up.
Oh,
Yeah, he's just getting calls. Yeah, very unprofessional
Oh.
tonight. No, it's all right. No, but you know, it's amazing to me though, in that. Okay, so we all know about the trumpets blowing, right? We've heard about that.
the trumpets blowing.
You haven't heard about them?
The
The trumpets. You guys both haven't heard about
No,
that?
I think I'll explain.
It's been on the news just for no reason. Out of the sky, the sound of trumpets all across the world have been going off.
Like the instrument?
No, I don't mean. I know what you're saying. I'm not
People
religious.
have fucking chemical imbalances or something.
I agree with you, except I heard it. I mean, like this is what I'm saying, and I'm
What are we
not
talking about
religious,
here?
and I don't. There's these noises going off.
That still doesn't mark out the chemical imbalance, so even if you heard it.
That's true, Chuck. I
Yes,
can't
thank
disagree with
you.
you. But my point being is, this has been going on. It's for real, and they don't know why, where the noise is coming from, blah, blah, blah. Here's the other thing, though. This is an indisputable fact. There is a treaty being signed between Israel and Palestine. And they're going to be signing a treaty recognizing Palestine as a state, separating Palestine from Israel,
All right.
creating peace in the Middle East.
It's not going to happen.
No, but right now it's
So
about
where's the
to happen.
punchline?
Well, if it happens, here's the thing. If it happens, that's biblical. The Bible says peace in the Middle East is the start of the 7-year war. Is then the start of, or I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Is it 7 years of peace? And then that's it. 7 years of peace, and then the war breaks out at the end of the World War, so to speak. And then from there, the survivors have 1,000 years of peace with no wars.
Survivors of the world?
Yeah, the people who survive will have 1,000 years of no war.
I think we've evolved to the point where that was that written in the Bible or was that written in?
Thousands of years ago.
Okay. Well,
And so this is the thing, thousands of years ago.
By-
But here it is happening.
but it was written by a guy named John who was tripping balls on
Yeah.
on
Hey, there was a guy named Nostradamus.
Yeah, I was
Who
gonna
wrote
say.
some shit
Nostradamus
that's
has a
pretty
good
fucking
little
tight on,
spin on
too.
everything, but I think we also because they're predicting what the 9.8 earthquake tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah,
I got things to do tomorrow.
Because
Damn it.
the planets align, and
You
so,
sure that's not for the premiere of
that's San
Andreas?
Andreas? Yeah, I know. But they said the planets align. It's like Venus, Mars, and Earth. They align together, and so the gravity pull changes. And then there's a bunch of signs.
Is that the end of the world can't come until after December because the new Star Wars movie is coming out, and so it has to come out, and we all have to be able to see it before the end of the world comes.
Wait, what?
the new Star Wars movie is coming out.
Yeah.
And he's saying the world can't end until then because Chuck's a humongous fucking nerd, apparently.
Well, who cares with the
Yeah.
Star Wars movie right now? I'm just saying is that they said there's a 9.8 earthquake happening in California. I mean, you cannot predict an earthquake.
That's
anyway,
probably
so.
hype for that stupid movie.
I want to watch it anyways, but
I remember one time there was a thing going on that everybody was saying that it was the end of the world. It was like November 22nd, 1994 or something like that.
every year it's been the end of the world. Every year. Johnny, remember the last one? The last end of the world? Well, remember, don't forget the millennium.
2012.
Yeah, I know, but don't forget 2000. Remember the millennium?
The millennium.
You remember that?
Y2K. Oh my
Y2K.
god.
Y2K? Remember that?
I think my
everything was
parents
about-
still have fucking cans of mayonnaise and stuff.
cans of
was-
mayonnaise.
that was-
They just had like you walked in their garage and I mean they were prepared for like everything to be the end of the world. I mean, so they just had this whole one wall that just had those huge sizes of everything in the big cans that restaurants get and stuff. And
Oh yeah.
Now they're
yeah,
still
so I think
there.
they're still.
Well, that's the thing is that we want the world to end. We do.
Yeah.
I want to start. I hope
We
have a
do.
zombie
Our
apocalypse.
society
I want to
just
start shooting people.
we want to see anarchy. We want to see things like just self-destruct where we have no control of. There's a beauty of when an earthquake happens because people don't know how to react to it or don't know how to respond to it. Johnny, were you here for Northridge?
Yeah, I was here for North.
You're living here for Northridge?
I actually, I had to clean up. My uncle was living on Hillhurst
oh
during
shit.
Northridge.
Okay,
and so his his whole office, like
Everything.
in his house in Silver Lake, all the shelves came down and
During which quake?
Northridge. And I remember driving down.
You were in Northridge.
Yeah.
Burger was living
Yeah,
in the valley.
Berger was in that one. That was a scary one.
Oh, it was a profitable one.
Yeah.
I FEMA'd the fuck up.
There was
Like huge.
Well, you told me the story. You were with a girl, right? And
I
like
was, it was my ex-wife.
your ex-wife. Okay.
Yeah, and the building blew up, and I thought it was hers, but it was the one two down.
Oh wow.
And I walked out of my living room. The whole, like that whole wall, like over there, you guys can't see it, but there's a wall, came down.
It's just came down. You saw it come down.
I walked right out my living room to get to my car.
Wow.
And it was a wild earthquake, but it was so profitable.
Wow.
Yeah, I got so much money from FEMA for shit I didn't even have.
But you saw the valley just level. Like it was just completely.
Oh,
It
it was
gone.
dark.
It was just gone.
You know the first thing I did, as soon as the morning came, is get cigarettes.
You get
'Cause
cigarettes, really?
I knew the two things that weren't going to be available would be cigarettes and water.
Yeah.
So I got cigarettes and water. I just happened to know these guys who had a liquor store. And you know how there were lines and people trying to get in liquor stores and they wouldn't open them because there were so many people trying to get in.
Yeah.
And so I knew them, and I went by and grabbed a carton of smokes and some waters, because fuck.
Yeah. They gotta survive. I was a kid for Northridge, and I was in San Diego. We felt it down there. We used to get damage in our house.
Yeah.
Not as bad up here. 94, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And we felt like the house shook. Things fell, but nothing like you guys were in the shit. So.
94 was the year I got married too.
Wow.
Wait, was it 94 was the earthquake or 93?
No, 93 was Big Bear, I think.
Okay. Because, because 94...
I was still living in Las Vegas. I was at the Golden Nugget when it hit.
Yeah, it was...
You felt it in Vegas, too?
Everyone felt it.
Yes. Yes, people went running to the hotels down on Fremont Street.
Oh, yeah, everyone said they felt it. I mean, it was insane.
Streets.
You know what? That's why me and my ex ended up really moving in together and ended up getting married. And it's funny because the earthquake, a disaster, moved us in together.
Okay.
Go figure, huh?
The day we got married it was the hottest day of the year, July 29th of 94.
Nice.
And it was
God.
115.
Jesus.
And so, yeah,
15
it was a
degrees.
doomed fucking marriage.
With an earthquake.
But, yeah.
Yeah. An earthquake brought you guys
Insane.
together.
It was a trip, but I mean, But that's the whole thing is, how do we get into earthquakes, by the way? I went
Oh,
to
we were
take a
talking about
piss.
the end of the world. We're talking about doomsday.
it's coming. It's coming.
How people are fascinated with. I don't know if we're even in the screen. I got so comfortable in the corner
Good
right
God,
there.
Sorry to wake you up.
I got so.
Yeah.
I really don't mean to wake you up.
Can they see me here?
Barely.
Yeah,
Here,
barely.
There you go.
Barely.
Get in here.
They're-
She's not shy.
People
Yeah,
are
I'm not
fascinated
sure.
with the end of the
Well,
world. They
maybe.
want the end of the world. They want anarchy. They want to. Only thing we have right now is if police are beating the shit out of someone and we can go raid a CVS.
Well, people don't understand about anarchy, how it works, because that's every man for themselves. People
Yeah.
want to be part of anarchist groups, and they're stupid. Because the second you say group after anarchist, you just ended what anarchist is. But there's truly people part of anarchist chat rooms, anarchist groups, and you can't be. An anarchist is by them fucking selves, them for them.
Yeah.
And I'm all for real anarchy in that sense. But, it's like my wife was telling me, you know what? If that day comes, we're getting the fuck up out of here and da-da-da. I go, baby, really? We are? Because we don't even have a gun right now. We don't have a car. We don't have shit.
Yeah.
It's so wonderful when people talk about, what they'll do. But where are you really?
Well, you can come to my house. I have a gun.
Okay, so we got a gun.
All right.
Well, okay, so just so you know then, we're coming by your place. We're getting you and the gun. Then we're going to Bombo.
What's Bombo?
Bombo's
Bombo
got a
has a
trailer.
trailer, yeah.
He lives on La Brea and La Brea right past Santa Monica. Hey, Chuck, I'm going to tell you right now, every movie ever fucking made, the guy with the trailer either lives or the family with him lives. Either way,
Yeah,
they
he's-
live. The family lives. They either live with him or he dies and the family lives. He's a hero. But the family lives, and I will be that family, Chuck. And if you want to come
You'll
along,
be that
Angie, you have a
John
6% chance of living as the extra.
I would probably go to Pine Top, where my dad lives.
Smart thinking. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the person who lives. The girl who
He's-
goes home, she lives too.
Well, the thing is, he lives on 17 acres in the middle of the woods. He's got enough guns for a small army. He has his own reloading room.
you
Sorry,
go.
Dad, that I'm talking about this. Thank God
No,
he's
he's
in the middle of the
see,
fucking woods.
He's what my wife thinks we are, and that's what I told her we're not. Stop pretending.
No,
yeah,
and
we're
it's
not
like, you
getting
know
out.
what? It's like that, if
We're gonna fall
if the
into place.
shit goes down, that's where, he lives right next to the wildlife habitat, so
Yeah.
we can kill our own food. And
Neat,
That's
yeah.
we have our own well.
Yes.
Yeah. So, that's where
the guy
I would
who's
go.
prepared.
Yeah,
But
that's
my
where
wife
we go.
thinks we're that guy,
Fuck
and we're in a
no.
one-bedroom apartment off a Highland. We got no gun, no car. We're not
Yeah,
that
you-
guy.
yeah.
We're
Yeah,
not
Yeah,
ready.
Make it to
prepared
my
yet.
house, and then I'll take you to
No,
Pine
no,
Top.
no.
Thank you.
Here, I moved it over here.
When the
Okay.
Here, there.
yeah,
Don't waste my beers.
No, I know that killed. It killed Brian.
PBR.
I asked in one
Still.
of the. I asked in a half full PBR, and Brian almost. He really.
My heart was hurt.
oh my god, dude! Did you?
Thing is $4.99 for a 6-pack there.
no, the best was last week when someone drank it. Amanda drank the beer. with
Oh
me.
yeah, she did. Man.
That's the worst. Oh yeah, greatest story
Oh.
is we were living in San Fernando and we'd always have all these gang members at our house. This is when I was young, and these guys from San Fernando. Where this guy Ziggy, one of the leaders of the gang. Right, we're all hanging out. Yeah, I'm like 206 pounds at the time, and so I put a cigarette out in a beer, and so Ziggy, not thinking, drinks it. Now he's just throwing up, like throwing his guts up. He's pissed. He's like, "Who the fuck?" I go, "Hey, bro, I just put that in there, dog, but there wasn't no beer in there." He goes, "So you drank an empty fucking bottle with a cigarette?" I go, "That's on you, dude. You need to look at what you're drinking."
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, shit, man, Burger. Fuck. If it was anyone but you, I'd fucking kill him right now." And he fucking would. I went to this dude's house one time. He had a safe with bricks of fucking crack. And
Oh
I'd
my
never seen
gosh.
crack like that. He had it in bricks. And I was like, what
Wow.
the fuck is... Holy...
Was this back in the
Yeah.
80s?
Yeah, I was... Yeah,
crack
yeah.
like
I used
I've
to
ever
deal
seen.
crack and
Oh,
shit
that's-
like that, but I was never big time. I was always like 8 balls. I'd buy an ounce and sell 8 balls. Like I always say, everyone always used to sell kilos, but they didn't.
Yeah.
But they thought they did.
Yeah.
They remember it different. They forget that they're half-gram little packages they were selling. They thought they were kilos, And there was a guy at the Comedy Store one time. God, I can't remember his name. He's so insignificant. But he was just such a compulsive liar, and he was talking about how in Miami, him and his boys used to dump keys. And I'm like, really? Because you're alive and not in jail, and you're broke, so I don't believe you.
He was talking about keys for a door.
Yeah, they really might have, because Because that's the thing. If you used to deal in keys, you're either dead, you're in jail, or you're still rich.
Yeah.
But there's
you're
no
getting comfortable.
Yeah, there's no there's no trying to be a comic at the comedy store doing the open mic and you used to sell keys. You know somebody who can get you in at that point.
Oh, yeah.
If you were playing with keys, you know. I don't know. All I'm saying is I wish I fucking had kilos of cocaine.
Right now? Yeah.
So I could hang out with Dalia and Bieber.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
yeah,
could hang out
Dalia.
and fuck each other.
Have you tried to watch Delia's Netflix special?
No, I'm already, whatever you're gonna say. No, I know I haven't.
Oh, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't get past the first minute.
It's
You
horrible.
Can't. You can't.
They're god
You
awful.
really
these
can't
people.
because he said, "Dude," like in the I haven't actually watched it. I had a friend another comic that watched
Fucking
it.
awful,
She told
probably.
me is like I tried to watch the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
and she tallied up "dude." He said "dude" like 33 times.
Whitney Cummings is getting ready to tape another HBO special. It's like,
Yeah.
how many times are you going to fuck this dude in the ass that you're going to get this many specials, man? I mean, she's funny. Just write your own jokes.
Yeah.
Write your own fucking jokes, bitch.
Who, Whitney
Go be an
or
actress,
Dalia?
Whitney.
Or all of them?
All of them. Well, no. Let me say this. As far as I know, Whitney has jokes written. Dalia steals.
Well,
There's
here's
a difference. She's a wicked businesswoman who's willing to fuck some NBC exec in the
Yeah,
asshole
to
with a
get
strap on, and she's untouchable, and she's made her way in Hollywood. She's basically put her footprints at Grauman's by sticking her fake dick in this dude's ass. And cool, more power to her. She found the win.
yeah.
You
A lot
know,
of women sleep their way to the
hey,
top.
she
and you know
fucked her
what?
way to the top, and hats off to her for that. And I don't know that she steals material. I've never heard that. Dalia's a material stealing piece of cunt shit whose dad got him in. There's a big difference, you know.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is, I'll always say, like, she makes crowds laugh, and I don't know that she steals material, but she did fuck her way in.
Yeah.
You know, it's a simple thing. He's just untalented.
If
Well-
I had the opportunity, I'd fuck my way in.
You know what? I
Try. I don't know who you go to right now.
Trust me.
Don't go to the bringers.
yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, you got to work your way. And you end up, it's like you got to work your way through possible herpes.
There's
and everything else.
trenches. There's trenches.
To get.
You gotta
to get.
deal with some shitty
Yeah.
people to get to the right
You got to
person.
fuck like a Bobby Lee at some point.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah,
But
thank you. That's
no
what I'm
one
saying.
wants. No one should fuck Bobby Lee.
And
Bobby
that's
Lee
any
should-
of us in here.
I know we should. I debated about it just for a spot.
Yeah, you could have. You could have. That's a freaky fucking dude, man. That's a
Maybe he likes
weird-
the strap-on
He likes
action,
both.
too.
Yeah, he's a weird little
Me?
swinger.
Okay.
No.
Oh, Bobby.
Bobby.
I was like,
yeah.
me? No.
I couldn't
can't
picture.
I can't even have anyone lick my butt. I just
No,
can't. Yeah.
it would make. I would never. I wouldn't want to
All that
talk to you
all that
anymore.
kind of stuff.
Your face
No.
doesn't say that. That's the thing.
Your
You
face doesn't-
Your
you don't
face
look like
doesn't-
an ass.
I already did- like I
Kinda
told
guy.
my- yeah.
Well, no, I eat ass.
Yeah,
but I
no,
don't have
he
anyone
eats
to-
ass. Yeah, he's
I
a
don't
big
have
ass
anyone
eater.
to eat my own ass.
He's
I
a
just-
big ass eater.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
your thing? Well, to each
No,
their
it's not
own.
even his thing.
No,
it's just
my-
one of the things he does.
Yeah, my finishing touch is usually I come on the tits. That's my.
See, and I just,
Everybody's got their own thing,
I make some noises.
right?
Usually the noises in his knees. That's where.
Yeah, it's a lot of cracking in my
the
bones.
knees cracking.
But still, it's noises. It sounds like grunts. But no, I mean, like, I think, you know what, though, but you're young. You should be doing it. There you go, though. He has no
What?
kids. He's out having fun. People need to get that in life. You know what it is? It's like Ryan is living the right life. He's out having fun. You're living the right life. You're out having fun for what you want to do. I'm married 7 years this time, 10 years the first time. My first marriage, other than right before I got married and a couple hookers before I got married, I didn't cheat. But I always wanted to.
Yeah.
In my first marriage. I have friends, though. I have, people around that I see fuck around all the time. And I was thinking, I realized that it's not always a difference, but it's generally a difference why men and women cheat. And men will cheat to fuck. Women will also cheat to fuck. But then you have the women who are unhappy.
There's a layer to
Well,
it.
there's the
Yeah.
women that cheat. Yeah, either they're unhappy or they're doing it for revenge because they know they're doing it.
Yeah.
But a lot of the times when women cheat, they go right into another relationship.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
you know.
they build
Yeah.
something off.
They-
You know,
they
a lot of
create
guys
another-
do that shit too.
No,
Look at how
I-
many men cheat on their wife with their secretary, come home one day and say, hey, honey, I'm leaving you for my secretary,
Oh, honey. Hey, family.
Yeah.
I'm leaving you.
Yeah. And then they go and start a whole nother family.
What's so funny is because I have 2 kids from my first marriage. That's where the joke came from. Like, I got 2 kids from my first marriage. Then we have the new baby that we love, and that was kind of the car out there liked it. But that was kind of, but that was the thing is there's people like that who forget about their other kids. And that's the thing is all 3 of my kids get along great. They're all my kids, but there's guys out there that they cheat and then they lose their whole family. We're going, yeah, Johnny, don't worry about doing anything. Just sit there, man. You be comfortable.
Okay,
Get
I will.
on Facebook or something.
Okay. I was on Tinder.
Send somebody a Facebook.
Yeah,
Who's
fucking
Tinder?
retard,
Okay.
man.
Don't do Tinder.
I even said the screen went black.
He's going away for like a
You're
week.
paying money for
He's
Tinder
what?
now.
John, we're
by
going
the
to
way.
lose Johnny for like a week with the Special Olympics coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm doing
He
the
does track.
decathlete.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does the decathlon. It's where they get up and then they go and do something productive. What it is doesn't matter.
We used to have this comic come out in Vegas that he was special needs and he was part of the Special Olympics and stuff like that. But we were always, his name was Sammy. And we were like, Sammy, I don't think, like, he seemed so normal. We're like, no.
Like he was cheating.
We're like, I don't, like, we basically were like, I don't think you're retarded. Like, that's what we would say.
Like he
to him,
wanted to be in the
know?
Olympics so
But
bad.
he brought his girlfriend with him, and she fucking was, right? I mean, they're like in their 30s, late 30s,
So he's playing
whatever.
the wicked game.
So one time he showed up late, and we're like, how come you got here so late? And he was just like, he goes, well, the people that run the short bus stuff or whatever, they said he wasn't retarded enough to ride the short bus.
That's funny.
So he could ride it he was with her when he was alone. He couldn't.
He was under retarded.
He's not retarded enough to ride the short
That's
bus.
hysterical.
I rode the
I think
short
he's
bus.
playing the game, though. I think he's like, you know what? Look, there's 2 things I'm never going to do. I'm never going to get a regular girl, and I'm never going to make the
Oh,
Olympics.
yeah. If you see what the guy looks like, I mean, he's not. Yeah.
But he's an Olympic athlete with a girl.
Well,
So
you know
is
what,
he
though? I don't
retarded
think
or is he brilliant?
I think he is more like he doesn't actually like get up and do the
Events?
yeah, but he does something else for the Special Olympics.
He
So,
just
yeah.
goes out there and goes, "Rrrr!" He's that
Probably
guy.
just scoping
yeah,
for-
he's that guy.
Picking up
Scoping
on
for some
He's
new
an
tail.
extra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an extra.
He's looking for his next pussy.
He's background. Look, we
they
need
get-
57 retarded people to stand
And they
behind
get
there.
pussy. They do.
Do they?
Yes.
Well, he was
I don't
saying,
think they
like,
do in general.
full-grown
No,
women wear,
no,
Dora
the older they
Explorer
get-
panties and shit,
Oh, that
like,
would do it.
Yeah.
The older they get,
probably
and
I
like
mean,
a-
no, that's
a
gross.
retard fetish.
Yeah.
if they
that might be-
do something like comedy or something that like you get a crowd to watch, people get attracted to that.
Oh, yeah.
And then they'll fuck them.
Yeah, no,
Hot girls.
I don't know that I'd
Dark
ever want to have
guys.
sex with
Yeah.
a retarded person. An
Oh,
amputee,
no.
yeah.
I'd bang an amputee.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't see where people.
Amputee.
But again, to each their own.
What if his amputation was the penis?
Then no.
But he had a phantom one, and you felt it.
And I felt
Ah.
the phantom. Then
Ah.
maybe I'd hear fake trumpets in the air at the same time. Oh wait, I hear him now.
You never know. I'm telling you, the sky's going to open up. Here's the thing. People always say that. They're like, hey, Jesus is going to come down on a flying white horse with lights behind him, and those that follow him will go to heaven.
Sounds like a disco.
I want to know who the fuck's not going to follow the guy in a flying horse.
Okay, but
I
here's
don't
something
really-
that I think heaven would be boring.
I don't care. The dude comes down on a flying horse and he goes, follow me
Heaven's
and
bo-
you will go to heaven.
Heaven,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
heaven
fuck-
does
I don't
sound
care if
boring.
he's wrong.
Yeah, it's like, okay, you
Your
get to
horse
spend
flies.
eternity in.
You got your own house. You can do whatever you want for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
Oh
but it's like, you know what?
really?
This mayhem and this shithole world that we live in, I fucking love it. I even love the bad stuff. It's
Well,
like,
it'd be great that you get to heaven and they're like, look, you have a steady job.
yeah,
Ah!
yeah.
Ah! Help me, kill me. I mean, reborn me. Do something. Get me the fuck out of here.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, what is the afterlife? No one really. We don't.
You go to masturbate and you fucking shock your own dick. It's horrible.
Maybe that's what the clouds are.
There
It's
is
just
no.
fucking-
There is. I don't know
accumulation.
because I'm always inspired by that because I've lost quite a few friends and it's like,
We didn't lose them; they just died.
They just died, yeah,
Yeah,
but they're,
you know where they are.
gone.
They're
They're
in
gone. And I'm
cemeteries.
like, where the fuck did they go?
Yeah,
They got
What
their
do
own
they-
flying horse.
You know,
Yeah.
they hop in. Is there a heaven? Were they reborn again? Were they like?
Well, that's the thing. I haven't met anyone who belongs.
I met somebody that he got hit by a car, and this fucking near-death experience that he had is pretty crazy. It's pretty cool. Like, it was all about him. Like for instance, he was in a hospital bed, but he could like hear birds out on this tree, and he actually like went out there, but basically he wasn't there though. It's like he was.
It's spirit. or
In
whatever.
spirit, he went out there and he saw himself he got up out of the bed, saw himself laying there, walked outside, and then he started seeing other people floating up. So he started following them, and at a certain point, they turned around and they said, "No, you can't come this
Yeah,
way."
I
They're
heard
like, it's
stories
not.
like that,
So
too.
yeah, I mean,
This wasn't the retarded guy, though. He
no.
wasn't gonna turn
This is
down
one of
again.
my. This is one of my dad's
You're
friends.
like, you cannot.
Yeah, he was crossing a
you're too
crosswalk.
retarded. You're not
He was
retarded
crossing a
enough for
crosswalk.
heaven.
Yeah.
I've
yeah.
heard stories about people that when near death experiences where they see loved ones or family members where they meet them like
I think that's a hallucination.
You shouldn't be here.
Well, but now I told Ryan, but since you haven't been here before, people have heard it before. So to make it long story super short, Comedy Store girl, little G, his friend, she likes me, grabs my dick. We're sitting down talking. She says little G's aunt's there. And she needs to tell him something. She goes over and tells him something. Of course, I know she's nuts because she's fucking gorgeous. So she comes back. I'm like, what, da-da-da, and she tells me, oh, and I'm like, super. And so I go, anyone else here? She tells me my dad, but then she goes and breaks down everything that she could never know, that nobody in this world knew except me and my dad before he died.
Okay.
And how I found him and everything else. And she broke everything down 100% perfect, not like I'm going, yeah, and then I just
No,
looked
she
dead
just
at her.
told you, yeah.
I never even changed facial expression.
Yeah.
Because I grew up a con person, and so it's like I don't ever buy into shit. I don't lead. I don't do anything.
See, now stuff like that I do believe in because it's like.
Before then, I
Again,
didn't.
Again, it's like if somebody starts telling you things that like there's no fucking way they
No
could
way you
ever
could know.
Yeah.
And so until then, I didn't. I truly didn't believe in an
yeah.
afterlife.
No, I believe in that kind of stuff. Yeah.
And so it was kind of weird for me. And so I thought, oh fuck, well maybe there is something. I'm a firm believer that look, if I don't get into heaven, then oh well. I failed at this
The other
before.
thing, though, where they say, the saying where they go, where we all go can't be that bad. Well, you know what? The fucking crazy black dude on the street that's talking to himself,
Yeah.
I don't want to go to the same fucking place he's going to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, you understand that.
Just,
that
you know,
don't know
other
where
people,
that guy
you know.
came from. So
Yeah,
you'd be
he's
crazy.
retarded. Unfortunately, based on ADA law, he gets into heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I read this book one time that said, because I always wonder why certain people were born certain ways, and it's like, what did they fucking do? Like,
But-
so I read in this book. Listen, I thought this was interesting. It said that if people commit suicide, you don't go to hell, you don't go to heaven. You have to be reborn into a challenged life, and if you live through that, then you can move on.
I like that.
So I thought that was interesting. I
like
was like,
that.
that makes
God
more
damn
sense.
it!
to me.
Just reliving it.
Because I tell my students, I tell young kids, any kid who ever tells me like, man, I just can't take this anymore. I don't even want to be alive. I go, no, totally, I get that. Have you found out what's next? Because I said, now I don't know your religion. I go, and you're welcome not to tell me. You can tell me. A lot of them happen to be Christian. So I go, that's wild. Okay, so do you believe in it? And they go, yeah. I go, do you know the Bible says that through suicide you're damned? So now Hindus believe that you reincarnate.
Yeah.
So imagine if you
I
kill
believe in
yourself
reincarnation.
and you have to relive your same life again from the start. All you've done is you tore up your test and they gave you a new one.
Yeah, basically.
And you
But
have to
they just
start
made it
over.
a little bit
Yeah,
harder for you.
And you got to start
Yeah.
over. And I go, so if you're...
That's the perfect karma.
Yeah. I go, if you're right, you're either going to be damned to hell or you're going to have to relive your life. If any of the other religions are right, you're going to have to redo it.
Yeah.
I go, but either way, it's not a win in it.
Yeah.
Just live the life you're living. Live it to the best. Realize, fuck it.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I realized.
I had a customer, because I still go to Vegas 1 week a month and do my day job. I do hair, And I had a customer in the other day telling me that she's planning on committing suicide. And I'm like, what do I do with this? Like, would I even be able to, like, notify authorities and stuff? Like, so she said that she's got suicide notes already written out. Like, she knows how she's going to do it. All this other, just one of these days. And so, basically my first thought, I didn't say this to her, but I was like, okay, so, because she post-dates me checks all the time. That's the only person that post-date me checks. So I'm like, if you knock yourself off, are my checks going to clear? You know, am I still going to get paid, or is this like free funeral hair? You know, like, I know that's the newest thing I'm working on, but the other thing too, how we were talking about, it's like, you have to be reborn. It's just a little bit shittier. Have you guys seen that movie called Risk Cutters?
No, I heard about that.
It basically, you commit suicide, and you just go to, you wake up into just a little bit shittier life than what your life was before, right when you wanted to kill yourself. So purgatory, and it's like that's the perfect punishment for killing yourself. You still, it's still just the same shitty.
Then it's just like this downward spiral.
But then from there, like, I guess you
like,
can kill yourself again, and it gets a little bit shit, so it just gets.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a pretty interesting concept on that movie.
The weirdest thing is that there's all the science in the world to study of why the human brain, why we want to kill ourselves. We don't even know why.
Yeah. Well, I have a lot of suicide in my family, and it just, same thing, a lot of questions that you'll never know the answers to.
There's a few friends of mine that killed themselves, and I just like never knew why, and I'm always blown away.
And a lot of times, it's the happiest people you know.
Usually is, yeah, but I'm just blown away of what is beyond this. That's all. I always think about that. I always think about that every time. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, well. That's the thing.
Welcome back.
People never understand that.
Burger break.
I burp.
Burger break.
You know what? That's the thing people don't understand, though, is killing yourself is the worst thing in the world for the people you leave behind. And it's the weakest way out. I've never gotten that. If I ever hit the point where I want to kill myself, all I realize is I've just freed myself up to do any and everything I want at all. Yeah. There's no loss because... what am I gonna do? Kill myself? So I've just freed myself to rob a bank, set aside money for my kids, do all this stuff, rob a drug dealer, do whatever. If I die in the process, win. If I get all this money and I set it somewhere for my kids and my wife and everything like that, and then I just take off until I die, I do whatever, I become a drug addict, whatever, win. If I get all this money and it makes me happier somehow and I don't want to kill myself, win. There's no loss at that point.
Yeah.
But these people kill themselves. It's like, no, you've just freed yourself. You've decided you don't want to live anymore because of the way life is.
Yeah.
So you just freed yourself to change it or die.
The other thing, too, it's like, I'm sure that anytime people has those kinds of thoughts, it's like, you know what? The next week you could have a life-changing experience that you'll never have those thoughts again. But if you fucking kill yourself, you never know what amazing thing could be around the corner.
Unbelievable things.
Yeah.
Like life-changing.
And I hope that when people do kill themselves, whoever, if we do meet our maker or whatever, they flash in front of you like, this is what you're going to miss out on. You
Yeah, this is what could have happened. This is the things that were going to happen.
This is where your life was going. Yeah. And this is how the people are suffering because you had to be so goddamn
Unless it was like
selfish.
a 107-year-old man. It was like a 107-year-old man killed himself. Do you think he's gonna get that flash? Like this is what's gonna happen next
100 and what?
7-year-old man.
Yeah,
He killed himself. 107-year-old man killed.
No, just saying.
but like
No, I think God goes, look, I'm sorry. You know what? I wasn't even looking. I would have taken you 3-4 years ago. I got so busy. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I was probably like, oh shit.
My bad.
Would you want to live to 107?
I wouldn't. No, but here, but think about, this is the one thing no one ever says about suicide, is like, what if the evolution of humanity is a better thing that involves like when you die, you get to become a little bit better. You're like, you turn into pure spirit or something.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. There's no moral to it. So it's kind of like maybe you're just